Here we go again. Just when you thought Hollywood couldn't sink any lower, we've got another round of finger-pointing and whining from a director whose movie bombed. This time, it's the 2016 Ghostbusters director taking another cheap shot at the audience because apparently the lesson they've learned from failure is to insult the people who didn't show up for their dumpster fire of a movie. Here's a thought, maybe, just maybe, if the film wasn't a bland, soulless cash grab with a side of pandering, people would have actually liked it. But no, in today's entertainment landscape, when your film flops, blame toxic fans instead of admitting it wasn't what anyone wanted. This isn't new, it's become the go-to defense mechanism for Hollywood. They churn out garbage like She-Hulk, Agatha, and whatever the heck Suicide Squad tried to be. And when it tanks, instead of owning up to their mistakes, they double down. They insult the very audience they're trying to attract, then act shocked when no one wants to watch. It's mind-boggling. Do they really think slapping a self-righteous, condescending tone over half-baked scripts is going to win people over? The entertainment industry is eating itself alive, and we're just watching it happen. Welcome to the Snake Pit, where we're full of bile and venom. I'm your host, Snake Demon, and today we're going to dive into the latest chapter of Hollywood blaming the audience for its own failings. Buckle up, because this rant is going to get messy. Let's face it, this tactic of blaming fans when a project flops has gotten old. Take She-Hulk, for example. The show had so much potential, a female superhero attorney breaking the fourth wall, a unique take on the Marvel Universe. It could have been great. Instead, what did we get? A poorly written, preachy mess that spent more time lecturing the audience than telling a coherent story. And then, when fans voiced their frustrations, they were labeled as sexist, toxic, or worse. It's the same story with Supernatural in season 14. I love that show, but when even they took a swing at men, I couldn't help but wonder if any series was safe from this trend. I haven't been keen on watching much since 2010 because it all seems to come with some cheap shot or dig at half the audience. Where's the fun in that? This isn't just a TV problem either. Look at the movie world. Does anyone even remember Madam Web? Of course not, because who's excited for yet another forgettable, agenda-driven superhero flick with zero substance? It's just another in a long line of films that care more about checking boxes than actually being entertaining. You know, movies used to be fun. Remember Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Dark Angel? Those shows gave us strong female characters without treating the audience like idiots. How about Ripley in Alien? She's practically the blueprint for how to write a compelling female lead. And don't even get me started on Cynthia Rothrock. She was out there breaking bones and taking names while today's so-called action heroines are busy delivering TED Talks about empowerment. And let's give credit where it's due. Deborah Hill helped create Halloween, one of the most iconic horror films of all time. It was about quality, not condescension. These women weren't just strong for the sake of it, they were complex, interesting characters in stories that actually cared about entertaining people. Hollywood used to know how to do this, but now they've completely lost the plot. Instead of putting in the work to create something people want to watch, these showrunners and directors take the easy way out. They spew out half-hearted, lackluster content. And when it flops, they throw tantrums. The audience is always the problem, never the product. And they wonder why people are tuning out in droves? Whether it's the failure of Suicide Squad or the painful monotony of Concorde, these commercial disasters aren't happening because fans are toxic. They're happening because the industry has forgotten how to tell good stories. Even video games haven't escaped this trend. Once upon a time, characters meant something. Just look at Insomniac's Spider-Man, a game that delivers a hero with heart, depth, and a gripping story. But now, much like in film and TV, we've got games more concerned with forcing agendas than creating memorable characters or exciting gameplay. And surprise, surprise, those games flop too. It's a plague across all entertainment, and audiences have had enough. And if you thought Doctor Who was safe from all this, think again. The once great sci-fi epic has become nothing more than a soapbox for forced political messages and awkward romance plots. I remember when Doctor Who was about mystery, adventure, and terror. Now it's more interested in advertising sex than it is in saving the universe. It's not even subtle anymore. Doctor Who has completely sold out, and it's painful to watch. So, what's the lesson here? Simple. Stop insulting your audience. Stop hiding behind excuses when your show or film tanks. Audiences aren't dumb. We can spot lazy writing a mile away, and we know when we're being pandered to. If Hollywood wants to survive, they need to stop preaching and start entertaining again. Otherwise, they're going to keep burning bridges until there's no one left to watch their so-called entertainment. I'm Snake Demon, and this has been The Snake Pit. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like the video, and leave your opinions in the comments, where I won't read them.